Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 and welcome back to Ataloss Farms. Look at that view, folks. Isn't it glorious? We're able to stand on our back porch, our balcony overlooking the bottom valley. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. We've earned this view, chat. We have busted our butts to try to get to this point, but we're here. In the last episode, we ended kind of abruptly, but it was a long stream. And we ended up finishing after we harvested all of our beautiful soybean fields. But we also made a huge gamble. And that huge gamble, well, it's on that side, over there. You can kind of barely make it out. It's that big field all the way to the back. Sunflowers. It was a whole field of sunflowers that we bought. And yeah, right now it's already harvested. We just got it all sitting in a silo. So we're going to have to look and see when to sell sunflowers. We know we sell our soybeans in June. And we need to think about the future, folks. Because we did find out that the larger header did work just fine for that combine. However, the combine was a little bit on the weak side when it came to actually being able to move with that header. So, one of the things we might be looking into is trying to figure out what we're going to do for a harvester for the next harvest. But that's a year away. That's a tale for another time. For the time being, we're going to get out here and we're going to have a lot of work to do. So let's get done. DePriest will do. How's it going? Aaron, Crusher, Reed, Paul, Santiago, Keith, Crystal, Kenneth. Good to see you guys. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you guys all dropping in. And, yeah, welcome to Ataloss Farms. We're going to get this party started. By the way, they have updated the game this morning, and a lot of bugs have been fixed. There's still a lot of bugs in the game, but there's a lot of them that have been fixed. To my knowledge, they have not done anything with the trees, so we still aren't going to do anything tree-wise in terms of planting trees. But one of the things that they did fix is that I actually get to spawn at my house instead of spawning at the starter farm now. So we actually get to spawn here, which is nice. It's a little thing, but it is nice. So that's good. Other things that we need to think about during this episode is A, Daisy's hungry. Let's feed Daisy. Come here, Daisy. Where are you at? I heard you whimpering. I know you're here. Where you at, girl? Daisy? Here, girl. Daisy. I heard her whimpering. Where's she at? Am I crazy? Daisy! Where are you hiding, girl? I heard the dog whimper. Where is Daisy hiding? You in our house? Like I heard you close. You better not be in here, girl. I know I left the door open, but you're not supposed to be in here. Where's this goofy dog hiding? Like I fed her and she's not there? Daisy. Here, girl. Where in the world is my goofy dog? We heard her whimpering. She wasn't that far away. Alright, well, I need to find my dog. This is slightly troublesome. We heard her whimpering. She has to be here somewhere. She's stuck in my house somewhere, isn't she? Isn't she? You in my garage? I knew it! I knew you were in here, you goofy dog. What are you doing in my house? I mean, you look like you're having fun. I can't get you out of here, girl. Come here. Hey, all right, Daisy, stop. We can pet Daisy. Look at us go. We can actually pet her. Daisy! I mean, she's kind of glitching through the floor at the moment, but that's not on me. I told you I'd be able to. But yeah, so they fixed that. What up, Monique? Simpin, good to see you guys. I guess you're in my garage from this point forward, because I don't know how to get you out of here, other than maybe deleting it and moving your house, because apparently having your house right there is not going to work. Let me try that real quick. Let's go construction. Zoom in. Let's see if we can't boop. Alright, we're going to sell Daisy's house for the moment. And we're going to move her house a little bit further away from my house. Clearly. Let's put her house over here by the tree. I feel like this is a good place for a dog box. We'll put it over here. And that should hopefully keep her out from underneath my... Oh, I was in demolition mode. I was like, why isn't this working? But yeah. Hopefully this will keep her out from underneath my house. I actually can't see crap, so... Why is this area restricted? This overlaps. Area restricted. The area may be restricted, but I can put her here, right? Like, legitimately. Kind of want her house to be facing my house. So let's go something like this. Boop. There we go. Welcome back, Daisy. You're not stuck in my garage anymore. Good girl. I knew we'd get you. Alright. Oh, the name is Ghost now, huh? That's a cool name. Still gonna call you Daisy. You're Daisy. No matter how many different names the game gives you. But there. Now we have Daisy's house over here underneath our tree that we're keeping. Perfect. What up, Daniel? How's it going? Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Alright. Let's get this party started. We have shown you guys a couple of the bugs that they have fixed. The dog is now pettable. We also have the ability to spawn at our house now when we load into the game. That's all fine and dandy, but we have a lot of work left to go. Now, in the last episode, we did manage to get a new tractor, which was... the brand new Fent Vario. This big old sucker right here. Look at this thing. This is our brand new tractor we got at the very end of the last episode. Didn't really get a chance to do much with it, but this thing is going to be absolutely amazing for the farm, because this thing is an absolute monster, right? Now, it isn't fully upgraded yet, but it is something that will help us going forward with a lot of stuff, right? We still have our good old Valtra over here as our front loader sort of, or our forklift sort of deal. We've got plenty of wood in the bank at the moment, so we're good there. So what do we need to do? We need to look and see how much... we know we have soybeans and sunflowers. Soybeans obviously sell in June, so we're not going to be selling those anytime soon. What we do want to look at is when do we sell our sunflowers? Because I have no idea. Sunflowers sell in March. Okay, so we are going to be selling sunflowers in March, apparently. So, beautiful. Alright, Keith, how's it going? Mr. Video Gamer, good to see you. Aaron, good to see you. Did we get a loan? Just chimed in. The loan that we got was in yesterday's video. We did end up getting a little bit of a loan to get this tractor. We also had money, obviously, but we did get a loan. We currently have a loan of $700,000. That is our loan. Now, we do not intend to get another loan anytime soon. So, we need to pay this $700,000 loan off relatively as soon as possible, really. But yeah, so that's going to be one of our focuses going forward. But obviously, the next focus is to simply go forward until we are ready to plant these fields and sell off our sunflowers and soybeans. So, with that being said, I think it's time to go forward. That being said, there's also, I guess, this little tractor in here. Not too worried about that. But yeah, let's go forward. Let's go up here, go to sleep, wake up next month, see what's going on. We do have $70,000 in the bank, but that's going to start to dwindle pretty quickly because we now have a pretty good-sized loan that we're going to have to take care of. But we will go ahead and sleep. I like to wake up at 10 o'clock in the mornings on this game, so it's not quite as crazy. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys as well. Appreciate you guys all dropping in. Jess is in the stream. What up, Jess? I just got your text.
I sent you pic of my new hairdo, Spartan.
Thank you much, Jess. Thank you for the $5 bomb, and your hair is looking very nice. Can confirm. But happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all out there. I know not everybody's from the U.S., but I do appreciate you guys for dropping in. So we got some logging stuff here. What is this? This is a 440 horsepower requirement for a cultivator. But it's only a 7.5 meter working width. Why would I want a 7.5 meter working width with a 440 horsepower requirement? That seems a little bit ridiculous. Ridiculous. What is this Volvo, though? Is this one? Yeah, so this has the grapple on it, but it could have the fast coupler, which would allow us to change different things if we wanted to at some point in the future. That would give us a $216,000 that we don't have. Kenneth, thank you for the $5 bomb with the 5 gifted as well, man. You guys are crazy. You're actually crazy. But yeah, let's get this party started. So it is November. There's nothing for us to do in November. We're simply just going to go forward. We're going to go forward. At least until March. March is when we sell our sunflowers. So we're going to be just going forward until at least that point. Whoops. Wrong button. But welcome everybody to the stream. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with us. We're just going to be trying to get ourselves back on track and try to get rid of some of this loan today. Hopefully, that is our goal. But it's currently January. This is literally the exact same tractor I just bought in the previous month, like in the previous episode. Pretty sure it's the exact same tractor. We have 36.4 hours on this version of the tractor. And this one has 11.1 hours. Big difference. Big difference. Interesting. Well, nothing I can do about that, but yeah, that's a thing that exists. I need to pay attention to how much wood I have in the thing currently. Probably ought to pull some wood over, I would imagine. Yeah. Looks like we are out of wood, so let's get us some wood. And I know I cut up some trees, so we should be able to just hook up to it and pull it straight over. Also, I need to turn off my speakers. Excuse me there, bud. Alright. Now we should be able to just grab this tree. Yoink it over here. I guess that's good enough, right? Dude, why is the freaking steering so slow all of a sudden? Is that something that they changed? Hold on thought. Let me try to get into my thing.
For those who want to, I just posted on my community section of my channel my new hairdo.
Appreciate it again for the $5 bomb, Jess. Trying to figure out what's going on with the speed of steering here. Steering sensitivity was dropped down. Let's go to like 70%. I think they fixed that. Like before, I turned it all the way down because it was still extremely fast. Turns out that might have been a bug that they fixed. Because they did just update the game and they fixed a lot of bugs, so that might have been one of them. I didn't know it was a bug. It makes sense now that I think about it, but... How much wood is that? 4,600 liters. Fair enough. Alright. What up, Ender? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you have a great turkey day as well, my dude. It's raining out here today. It started raining earlier today. Just not gonna quit anytime soon, I don't think. I ended up not going to the gym tonight. I was going to, but then I've been having issues with my my legs all day, from quad day on Monday and then hamstring day yesterday. Like, my legs have been twitching like nobody's business. Been kind of crazy. Dude, I feel like the steering just slowed way down. There you go. That gets us to 8,300 liters. That'll do for the time being. Let me try to slow down the steering again. Or speed up the steering. See if that fixes it. Okay. That's definitely faster now. May have to keep adjusting that as we need to. But for the time being, that'll work. Let's go ahead, go forward. Should be able to get into March now and sell our sunflowers that we have. That should get us a little bit of money. It's not going to be a lot of money, but hey, anything that is a return on investment right now is always going to be a good thing. So let's just try to get as much money as possible today, shall we? Going to Disney on Friday. Nice. Well, I wish you the best. What up, ME? How's it going? Welcome to the stream as well. Alright. Anything? We got a baler. What is this? A slurry container. That's a slurry container? What? Oh. I guess it's just an open like shipping container kind of deal with a pump on it. Dude, that's kind of crazy. Interesting. All right, well, let's go forward into March, and we will sell our sunflowers. What a paramedic. How's it going? All right, here we go. Let's feed Daisy. What do you guys think? Do we keep calling her Daisy, or do we call her Ghost? Because Ghost is a pretty cool name for a dog, too. But I like Daisy. I think she looks like a daisy. There you go, Daisy. Hopefully she's not in my house again. Why so far from the house? She got glitched into the house. I like having my dog run around, and when I had her dog house over here, she got glitched into the garage and was just running in circles. She couldn't get out of the house. So this way, she's able to have a nice little spot under the tree. And we can pet her. Such a good girl. All right. It is officially March, which means it is officially time. Oh my God, there's a Valtra in the shop. There's also a telehandler in the shop. I mean, we don't need it. We don't need it. Stop trying to spend money, Spartan. This Valtra could get up to 420 horsepower as well, but we already have one. We have this exact tractor, I believe. We don't need it, Spartan. Chill. Let's use our brand new big tractor here. We don't need to use this for hauling sunflowers, but why not? We will have to make a second trip. So who is buying sunflowers at the highest price? Sunflowers. We got 1421, 1458, 1459. The Grain River Silo is going to be the one paying the highest. All right. I don't even know where that's at, but I guess we're about to find out. Where are you hiding? Oh, it's this one. Okay. I've been there. All right, let's take this thing for a drive, shall we? This is kind of a silly tractor to be hauling grain trailers with. But it is fast, so there's that. I don't think that's the way. I think we go up here and go around. Let's go ahead and close our trailer. Can't wait to get this thing fully upgraded. This thing's gonna be a monster. It's gonna be a monster. All right. So the Grain River Silo is over here. Good to know. What up, Dart? How's it going? I knew you were going to turn left. I just had a feeling. I got a feeling that you were going to turn in front of me. Oh no. Can I fit in here? Yep, I can. Barely. Like a glove? Alright, here we go. How much for a whole trailer of sunflowers? Talk about that immediate return on investment. $40,800 for a full trailer. That's better than I thought it was going to be. To be fair. That's not bad. We paid, what, $300 and something thousand for the property? That's not bad. I think we paid $312,000 or $372,000. Somebody needs to go look and see what we paid for that property. I completely forget. I completely forget what we paid for that property. But that's $40,000 back. The sunflower field in the back. It was field number 38. We ended up buying in the last episode. I want to say it was $312,000 or $315,000, but it may have been more than that. I don't remember. Oh god, I got to turn my steering sensitivity back down. It definitely turns quicker now. I mean, when I get back to the thing, I can click on the property and see how much it's worth, but... yeah, that's what I'm saying, is it's like 300 and something. Oh god, I just ran over that guy. What up, Hive? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Welcome to the farm. Should be this back silo once again. Only going to be 13,000 liters in this one, but that's still going to be like, what, about $18,000, somewhere in that neighborhood? So we're going to end up with like $58,000. So yeah, if we look, we go to farmland, and I click on this field. We ended up getting this field, $321,000 is what we paid for it. So we just got $40,000 back, plus whatever we get out of this. The chat is not showing up on the screen. Yeah, I know. I started to turn off certain aspects of the screen for Farm Sim because I think it kind of clutters the screen a little bit. A lot of people come to Farm Sim for the visuals. And so I don't know if it's going to help or not. But yeah, I turned the chat and the viewer count off so that it's not extra clutter on the screen. Because there's a lot of information that pops up from Farm Sim as well. I don't know. If you guys want it back on real bad, just let me know. I'll turn it back on. It only takes a click of a button. Is this the 2024? This is the brand new Farm Sim 25, my dude. Just came out. Or are you talking about the tractor? Because I have no idea. The graphics themselves actually haven't been changed all that much. There is a definite change to the aesthetic of the game. The map building has been much better. There is definitely a lot of weather changes and stuff like that that have affected a lot of things. There's a lot of good changes. Quality of life improvements for us console plebs. Just all kinds of good stuff, man. But yeah, this is the new Farm Sim 25. Ah, that makes sense, paramedic. Alright, you guys convinced me. I'll turn it back on. Hold that thought. Let me just, boop. There you go. Chat should be showing back up on the screen now. But this is the Riverbend Springs map, for those of you who are wondering. It is one of the base game maps. There's nothing crazy about it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love the way that the developers made this map. Whoever from their dev team came up with the design for this map, they did a really good job. The aesthetic of the game looks so much better. Like, the layout of the map looks so good. I love the rolling hills instead of just flat land. Like, it's so good. Also, they did change the mirrors and stuff too. Some of it. You can see the mirrors are still kind of glitched out a little bit. If I look away, it kind of changes the mirror. What up, House of Belthorian? How's it going? Rick, how's it going? Your class wanted to watch the stream, and now I'm up on the screen. No pressure. Well, hello, Rick's class. Appreciate you guys dropping in. That's kind of crazy. First time I think that's ever happened. I'll have to make sure that I keep things PG then, huh? Depending on what class it is. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. Glad you guys enjoy what I do. Look at the fog, though, man. The fog over the river. That's some of the nice changes. Like, there's so many nice little like changes with the game that are just so good looking. Alright, we can park this here for the time being, because the next thing that we'll need this trailer for is to get rid of the soybeans. But, yeah, that's not bad. So we ended up making, I didn't pay attention to how much we got out of selling those. But if we go here, should be able to see our finances. Harvest income. Harvest income of $60,420. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So that has already brought our cost of that property down quite a bit. So a couple of more harvests off of that field and it will have paid for itself already, which is kind of crazy. All right. Well, in that case, I don't think there's really anything else for us. Let's look and see what they've got in terms of... okay, so they did change the wood transport contracts to be not as profitable, unfortunately. But it is a thing. So we probably won't be doing that anymore. But we've got $120,000 in the bank. I'm thinking we go ahead and grab a solar panel. What do you guys think? Soybeans do pay out great, and they're super easy to deal with. Did I spend or buy something from the last stream end? Last night, or last stream, we ended up buying the Fendt tractor I was just in and the land that you saw all the way in the back. That's what we bought. We haven't bought anything since then. But I'm thinking about going ahead and putting up a solar panel. Should be under factories and generators. So it is expensive to put one of these up. And I don't know where I want to put it. That's the problem. I mean, we do have a little bit of room down here. So maybe we put this down this way, where we got rid of the trailer. Just put it like right there. Now, that leaves us very little money in the bank, but this thing can make up to $8,900 per month, so it'll pay for itself eventually. And that'll help cover the cost of the loan as well, so we don't have to worry about the loan interest. I kind of wish I could move... You know what? That's the other thing I want to do. Construction. Let me just go down here and try to move that freaking weather thingamajig. Because I forgot about that. We had that on the porch of our old trailer, and now it's just floating in the air. So, let's go into demolition mode. Really? Is that not gonna work? Dude, it will not look at that thing at all. Maybe I go this way? Ah, there we go. Sell it. And then we will move that to... I don't think it's a generator. What is it? Would it be under sheds? Tools. There it is. It's kind of an expensive oopsie, but I wanna move it. And then we can put this on top of our house, question mark. There we go. I want to put it like over here though. Do we put it at a higher point? I don't think so. I think putting it like right here is fair. Boop. There we go. So now we've got our little weather vane up there on top of the house. So it can do its thing. That gives us our better weather. Yeah, I mean, I think it's time to start looking at potentially, you know, solar panels. We've got a pretty hefty loan at this point. So, not saying we're going to go all out on solar panels, but getting a solar panel is never going to hurt us. It's going to just make things a little bit better for us. But anyway, back to what we were doing. It is officially March. I thought we went into April. Apparently, I'm wrong. We sold the sunflowers. We need to go into April, and then we can start to work our fields. We have to cultivate. Did that other field need limed? I didn't look at that. It shouldn't. But I don't know for sure. Does it need lime? It does not. So we are good. Nothing down here needs limed yet, so that's good news. Alright. We'll go forward in April. Keep this party rolling. What up, Reflexion? How's it going? Also, Norska, good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you had a good stream. Reed. Northern, good to see you as well. Alright, here we go. Into March, or into April. Sorry. Just had a 2700 XP Mino loss, 232,000 damage and 6 kills. I mean, you're just going to have to try harder next time. You're just going to have to try harder. All right, it is officially time for us to seed this entire field. We are going to be here for a little while, I think. We got to cultivate first. Where's our... I forget which one is... I think both of these are fully capable of doing it. We are out of wood already. Good lord. Alright, let's get some wood into this thing. So we'll pull another tree up here. This is a big old tree here. One of those fancy swirl trees. The catalpa. That's the one. This thing is going to be massive. We're going to have to cut this thing into like 3 different chunks. Yeah. I don't forget about the soybeans. That's for sure. But April is our planting season, so we gotta put all of our fields in. What up, Ivan? How's it going? You got to do at least 500k and 10 kills to have a chance to win in Legends. Sounds about right. Alright, so this thing weighs 14.6 tons. So if we come up this way... Like, I understand why they kind of made it a little bit slower when it comes to cutting through the trees. But if you've got a lot of trees to cut, the slower tree cutting sucks. Speaking of tree cutting, what up, Paul Bunyan? How's it going? We bought a solar panel. $98,000. It's going to help bring in more money in the short term. Okay. We're going to put that away for the time being. Let's go up here, grab this. Come down here. Hook up to the bottom. And pull! What are you stuck on? Really? Sometimes the physics in this game are a bit awkward. Alright, well, then I guess you go this way. You want to fight me? We'll fight you. You little turd. You're coming with me! Stop fighting me. Told you it was coming with me. I need Babe the Blue Ox. Exactly! Glad everybody's Paul Bunyan trivia is on point. Alright. That'll keep us going for a couple of months, so we'll go ahead and put the winch down for the time being, and we're going to get started on the cultivating and all of that, because it's going to be a while. So let's get hooked up to the cultivator. Get over here. It's a shame we don't have like a direct drill, I ain't gonna lie. But we do what we gotta do. Hook this sucker up to the cultivator. This will be the first planting season without our Challenger tractor. So we're going to be using both of our bigger tractors for everything for going forward. The Challenger has been sold. No more yellow tractors. All right. AI should be able to handle this. Go ahead and go for it. And while he's working on that, we need to look at what else do we need to get done? We need the planter, obviously. Oh, there it is. I was looking for the planter. I was like, I don't see the planter. It's right in front of your face, dum-dum. Good Lord. All right. We are going to need some seed. So we will back up to this thing and grab some seed. No idea how much it's going to cost us to seed all of our fields. We've got a lot to seed today. It's going to be a while. Like, we got so much stuff to do that it's almost like a point where I'm thinking about renting a cultivator. Like, how much we looking at for, like, leasing a cultivator? Also, we got this tractor is back in here again. Alright, let's look at cultivators and see what we can lease. So, we don't need anything crazy. But I'm thinking like just a regular old cultivator. See, this one requires a lot of horsepower that we don't have currently. Most of these are pretty tiny, though. I think the thing we ended up with was the disc harrow. We had this thing that was 180 horsepower, but it's 8 meter working width. This is 10.5 meters. Requires 330 horsepower. What is our tractor's base, like, horsepower? I forget what it is. So we are, I believe, in a Fendt 900 Vario. Is this a... It is a large tractor, then. So, yeah, 900 Vario Fendt. Starts at 296. Okay. Just to double check, make sure I'm in the right thing. So Fendt 930 Vario. Okay, so it's got 296 horsepower. Fair enough. All right, so if we go to rent a cultivator or a disc harrow, how much are we looking at? That requires 615. We would need something like this, or just grab another one of these. This is half the price of this. If we lease a second one of these, we could lease this for $2,000, or we go for a little bit wider working width, and we can lease this one for $4,000. It is literally double the price, and you only get like an extra 2 meters. That doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, let's lease this. We're going to get a second cultivator so that we can speed up the process of everything a little bit. Because we do have a lot of land now that we need to take care of. Like, we have a lot of land to take care of. We'll head over and grab our cultivator, or our disc harrow, whatever you want to call it. How much did I blow on Black Friday? Absolutely nothing. I've spent nothing on Legends yet this year, or at least this month. Trying to avoid spending anything if I can. I guess that's not entirely true. I did technically buy the campaign backing, the Admiralty backing, for 2,500 doubloons or whatever it is. Also, fun fact, I actually turned on Clarkson's Farm yesterday for the first time. I was laying in bed last night. I was like, you know what? Everybody's been telling me about Clarkson's Farm. Let's turn it on. I watched the first episode, so there you go. I actually watched the very first episode of Clarkson's Farm. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought that he would be kind of making a mockery of everything, but dude is legit trying to farm, and that is interesting to me. So I'm gonna be tuning in to watch that for sure. You've got 23, 24, 25, 37, 36, and 38. Good God. You got a lot of fields, brother. I don't know how much land that is, but you got a lot of fields. All right. I think he's officially done with the headlands. So we'll do the... Or he's officially done with the inside. So we're going to fire him. Set up the thing to do all of that. And then we'll just go ahead and do the headlands pass. Come on, turn! Can't quite make the turn in time. I guess technically I did make it. Also, they changed the lines for the auto steering to make it a little bit easier for folks that have colorblind on. So now we've got red and green, which is kind of the opposite of colorblind. Like, like that seems kind of a dirty way to do it. I don't know if it helps colorblind people, but literally the thing that I think of when I think of colorblind is red and green, right? Like if you're colorblind, those are the two main colors you struggle with. There's a couple of different types of colorblindness, I know that. But generally, when I think of colorblind, I think of red and green. And the fact that, like, the way that they are doing the thing now is using red and green as your two lines, like, that's kind of funny to me. $60-ish acres already? Good lord, dude. You're way better than I am at this then. I started slow. I started real slow. Make yellow tractors great again. Yeah, we got rid of our yellow tractors. Now we've just got the Valtra, and we have the green Fint. Also, I love how everybody was making fun of him for having a large tractor on Jeremy Clarkson's farm. Like, very first, of course he buys the Lamborghini. Of course he does. What? How was that the one you locked on to? Come on now. The game is like, yes, this one, right? No. How is that the one you choose to lock onto? Alright, I think we missed a little chunk back there. Can't be doing that. There we go. That should fix that problem. What up, Thomas? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. Your name is... You are the new department simulator? Or you are new to farming simulator and or speech to text kind of screwed you over there, I think. It's always funny when somebody like starts using like speech to text to talk, because you can usually find it out pretty quickly. There we go. That one's done. But welcome. Glad you enjoy. And I hope that you get the new farming simulator and you enjoy it as well. Yes, as in Jeremy Clarkson. Clarkson's farm is Jeremy Clarkson. He bought a farm and is starting from the very beginning trying to learn how to farm. Like, I thought he'd be making a mockery of it. That's why I was like, I don't know if I really want to check that out. But turns out it's actually quite entertaining. And he is legitimately trying to learn to farm. At least in episode 1. We'll see how it goes from there, but... At least in episode 1, he's trying to learn to farm. Are we actually leaving polygons, or does it just look like we are? I think it just looks like we are. I don't think we actually are. Some weird visual bugs occasionally. You have $0 in your game, but you have all the land in the world, so... I mean, fair. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Jeremy Clarkson, like, just started the farm. The pandemic is about to kick off, and he is in the midst of what is one of the worst floods in UK, like, history, right? Like, he's starting off with a rough start. Let's just put it that way. It's kind of crazy. And the funny thing is, there's a lot of superstitious people out there, especially farmers, right? So, like, I wonder if there were any farmers in the area that were blaming him for everything going wrong. Because I know a lot of farmers are superstitious, and I can only imagine what they were thinking when he enters in and then all of everything happened. It's like, good lord, man, the timing is rough. All right. But yeah, I probably will keep watching because it was pretty entertaining. Just episode 1 in and of its own. I'm not gonna lie though, as a forklift driver, watching him grab the stuff off the trucks was pretty hilarious. He grabs the one pallet of fertilizer, and he's like, "All right, have a good day, appreciate it." And the guy's like, "No, you got 48 more bags on the truck, bud. 48 more bags. Good luck." Those poor truck drivers. I don't know how it is for truck drivers in the UK, but over here, those guys would have been real upset about losing, what was it? I think he said it took him 5.5 hours to unload both of them. Good God. Did I not drop this? Come on, Valtra. Let's go. World's worst transmission. There we go. A select few in his community try to actively stop him from farming. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. I was able to watch it. It's called Clarkson's Farm. In order. I mean, in fairness to Jeremy, he did have to clear everything out of the barn that he was planning on storing all of the fertilizer in, due to the regulations of not being able to store fertilizers and with other flammable products such as hay bales, combustible products. So, in fairness to him, it wasn't his fault completely, but it kind of was. But when he was at the when he was at the farmer's auction, I got all the flashbacks to all those times where the three of them would go to an auction and buy like a car and do it for challenges. Except he ended up buying like the whole freaking place. He bought like every piece of equipment. But he did save a lot of money. So at least he's smart on that side of things. Some things he overpaid on, some things he underpaid on. So in the end, he saved himself a lot of money by getting used equipment rather than brand new stuff, except for the Lamborghini. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Jeremy Clarkson walks in to the Lamborghini tractor dealership and says, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing a television show. Would you like to allow me to use one of your tractors in the show?" You know they would have given it to him, 100%. So I doubt he even paid for that tractor. But I love it where he's like looking at the old tractors and stuff. He sees the little Massey Ferguson with like 40 horsepower. And he's like, yeah. And then he shows up in a Lamborghini. It's just gigantic tractor. Everybody's like, that's a little big, don't you think? Can't fit it in his barn. It's pretty good so far. I gotta remember, the implement that is rented is the one that's on the big tractor. The Valtra has our original implement. But that's what I'm saying, like, I'm sure he did pay for it, but I bet if he showed up and told them, hey, I plan on doing a TV show where I learn how to farm, it's probably going to be pretty popular because it's me. You know, people know who I am. They want to see me fail. This is gonna work. And they would have probably given it to him to use in the show. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The best improvement for us console plebs for Farm Sim 25 versus Farm Sim 22, the #1 improvement is this one right here. The steering assist and the AI. That is 100% the best thing in the game. Like, Lord have mercy. It's so easy to use too. I was worried that it was going to be like super hard to use on console. No, it is literally just a couple of button presses. It is ingenious the way they implemented it. And I'm super excited that they're already putting up like updates and stuff, fixing a lot of the bugs, because there was a long list in the patch notes when I looked up the patch notes today. So I'm pretty excited for it. But yeah, this is definitely numero uno on my list of things that I like most about the game. Right here. Oh my god, it's so nice. No more like having to like worry about stick drift when you've got freaking rows that you're trying to get straight. None of it. You simply lock it in and go with it. I don't even mind doing the work this way. And we let AI do a lot, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind doing the work when it's like this. Now, I would have thought that new of a Lamborghini tractor would probably have some sort of steering assist GPS feature on the tractor, right? Like, in my head, that would make sense. It's a pretty fancy tractor. So, like, the idea that he doesn't understand that he can do that is kind of funny to me as well. Because he butchers that field. But the fact that he also had a farming rep come out and help him a lot too was pretty fun. Like a farmers union rep or whatever coming out helping him like learn the tractor and stuff was pretty funny. And the fact that she kept telling him to get back in the tractor and get out of the tractor and get back in the tractor was hilarious. Dude, I'm telling you, very first episode, I'm already hooked. Now I'm not gonna say I'm gonna watch the entire. I should put the discs down, guys. Generally, it helps if you put the discs down. Lesson number 1, when cultivating a field. It helps if you're using the implement, not just driving over the field. Now, again, in reality, I don't know about Farmers Union coming over and helping you, but in reality, you would think that, like, whoever sold you that tractor would be more than willing to come out and show you, you know, its features, guide you through everything. Anytime we had any sort of, like, new equipment when I worked in factories and stuff, that was the case, you know? Watch this. Now we're going to go super fancy. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to set this up for auto steering. And we're going to do the headlands passes. Nope, wrong one. Got hooked on the wrong line here. But we'll do the headlands passes while he continues to do his things. God, it's nice to have 2 tractors, man. Yo, Zarky! What up, my dude? Appreciate you dropping in. Exactly. A nice, peaceful activity. Can't ask for much better than this, Zarky, I'm telling you. Also, I don't know if you got a chance to watch my my Legend stream earlier, but it was pretty hilarious. It was pretty hilarious. Yeah, I don't currently play Sea Power, no. I have seen it, and I've seen some videos on it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be something I end up playing or not. At this time, it's not on my my list of things that I plan on playing. If you don't get to see anything except the last battle of that stream, that's what I would recommend, Zarky. Just the very last battle, if nothing else. But there were some pretty funny moments during that entire stream, like from the get-go, really. So far, so good. Yeah, saving a lot is a good thing. I've only had 2 crashes, though, on my Xbox Series X for this. No, I haven't seen Stealth's latest video. I actually haven't watched Stealth's video on it. I watch a lot of Wolfpack's videos on Sea Power and some Grim Reaper stuff, but I haven't watched Stealth's on it. Let me get this, and then I've got to back up and get the little chunk that I missed. Come on. Gotcha, Ivan. Yeah, this is fantastic. 100%. Having this is so good. Jess, I'm telling you are going to jinx yourself, Jess. You keep saying that. It's gonna catch up to you one day. I've heard a lot of people on PlayStation 5 complaining about crashes too. So, it's not just Xbox. I think you've just gotten really lucky, Jess. Or maybe it's because you're still working in the area at the beginning, like the starter farm area. Maybe it has less issues. Who knows? Who knows? Things go so much faster when you have a second implement too. Like everything goes faster. It's like twice as fast. It's weird. Not gonna lie, it's pretty satisfying to watch it just cover that entire corner. Pretty satisfying. Gotcha. I can play PC games, but I struggle to record or stream PC games at decent bit rates because my computer just can't handle it. Like, it can play the games in 4K, and I can enjoy games on PC, but streaming and recording those games that I'm playing at high bit rates, that's a whole different animal. Beautiful. All right. I finished the headlands right about the same time he finished the rest. Let's go up and get started on the last field. Actually. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that. I can set this to being AI up on the top field. And then I can use that other machine that he's using to start planting. And then send that implement back to the store. All right. What are you doing? Are you still doing the Headlands Pass, despite it not needing done? You're done. You're done. Go away. Alright. We're gonna drop this implement off over here. Boop. Perfect. And then I ended up driving back on the field like a dum-dum. But that was a perfect drop. Literally stopped it right before it went onto the highway. We'll go over here and grab the planter. Set on soybeans already, so we should be good. AI is perfect, and go. Meanwhile, while we're doing that, we'll ride along with the AI for the time being. I need to open the map, save real quick. Go over here, look at this thing, and return. Beautiful. AI is now planting this field. You were like, they gotta grind out the tickets for the Santa crates. Why would they update it Wednesday and have the thing become available 3 days later? I have no idea what you're talking about. You opened the PC WoWs and was like, grind out the tickets for the Santa crates. Ah. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're going to have an update here, what? Not next week, but the week after? Or is it next week? Has it already been 4 weeks? I can't remember. It was only a 4-week update this time. This is either week 3 or week 4. I think next week is week 4. And just in case you guys end up disappearing before I forget to say it, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving with your families. Appreciate you guys all dropping in. Is it week 3? I don't know, man. It's either week 2 or 3. I don't know. I lose track of time in this game anymore, man. It's so hard to keep up with everything. All I do is stream, record, and go to the gym. That's my entire like existence. So it's hard for me to keep track of everything. Like, I can tell you if it's Monday or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, but I can't tell you like what day of the month it is half the time, because all I'm doing is like, well, it's Wednesday. I'm supposed to be at the gym doing shoulders and triceps tonight. I think it's week 2. I think last week was the first week, and this is the second week, right? But yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. How's this going up here on the new field? Looks pretty good. This is a very, very square field, or rectangular field. Wait, what is this sprayer? It's got a Only a oh, this is the vineyard sprayer. Never mind. I don't want that. That's way worse. But just kind of give you guys an idea of what this thing looks like. Look at this field that we bought in the last episode. This is massive, man. Put that in perspective. This is our other fields. Like, that field is about the same size as all of these 3 fields that we bought combined. Pretty crazy. You haven't played WoWs in the last 3 months? I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame anybody for taking time off the game. I always tell everybody, it's like, take some time off and play something else once in a while. Like, even me, I get, like, this is my job to play World of Warships Legends, right? And yet, I still don't want to play it all the time. I can't imagine how everybody always wants to play it all the time. Farm Sim, on the other hand, I can play this all the time. This doesn't bother me at all. I enjoy this game a lot. And the fact that they come out with a new one every like 3 years means that I don't really get bored of playing it. At least I haven't yet. I played Farm Sim 22 for a few months. Now I'm playing this. Then again, maybe it'll wear off, or maybe this will start to wear on me after 6 years of playing it too, but I doubt it. This one's pretty chill. I don't mind playing it at all. Seems like we're using less seeds this year. Maybe that was part of the update too. I feel like we're using less seeds to plant this field. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do this now. And then I'm going to do the Headlands passes. We'll get this field planted and moved on to the next one. '23, '24, '25. I can only imagine if 24. I think 24 is the big field, isn't it? Or is it just that the one that I'm thinking of? There's one gigantic field in the north. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was 24. So, oh yeah, I could only imagine. That is one massive field. You're not wrong. What up, Christina? Good to see you as well. Appreciate you guys dropping in. At least we get to see inside the tractor in the daytime now. It's getting kind of dark last time. But, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad in here. All right. Field number 1 has been planted. And then I just crashed into the tree like a dum-dum. I mean, I totally didn't do that. Let's go over here, refill with some seeds just in case. Whoopsie. Beautiful. Alrighty. Let the AI start working on that. How we doing over here? How you doing over here? You doing good? Oh, look. Jess is working on my farm today. Actually, she changed her hair. It's not Jess. Seems like it's going pretty well so far. Nothing crazy. Yeah, I saw that. You're back to being a redhead. Finished your paper. Congrats. Very nice. I've thought about doing that color or close to it at one point. But I decided to go back to my natural hair color and just have highlights instead. You couldn't find this cultivator? It's a disc harrow, Jess. If you go into your thing, go into disc harrows. It's right here. It's the Diablo. It's an 8-meter working width, 180 horsepower requirement. Posted your first video on YouTube? And you can't get your video editing software to work for you. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Casual, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just takes time. I'm no expert for video editing. I'll tell you that right now. Like I'm not an editor, but everything just takes time. As you learn it, you'll do better. Like it's your very first video. But congrats on your first video. Yeah, I'm going to be doing all fields as soybeans for the time being. We don't have a way to turn canola into canola oil currently. and I don't plan to do that anytime soon. So I don't really feel like canola is the best bet for us. If we had an oil mill, we could absolutely turn canola into canola oil, and we would make an absolute crap ton of money out of it. But we don't have that currently, so soybeans are the better bet for the time being. Now, I've thought about, and hear me out on this, I've thought about actually turning all of our fields into cotton. Because I know cotton makes absolute bank. And cotton is huge money. That was a thought. But we did do cotton in the last series on FS22 as well. So, I don't know. Part of me is thinking about doing something incredibly crazy, like turning into a potato farmer or something like that. Just because I've never done it, and I think it could be interesting. I know it's a gigantic pain in the neck, but it is something that I'm thinking about. Yeah, cotton costs a little bit, but it really doesn't cost that much. We already have a planter. The only thing we would need is a harvester, right? Like, obviously. That's the biggest issue. But yeah, otherwise we already have the fields. We have a planter. So we can plant cotton with this thing. This thing right here can plant cotton. So the only real investment we would need to switch over to cotton would be to get a harvester, which we could lease initially, right? Like you could lease it for the first year and then end up buying it the second year or whatever. But then you'd have to buy like the production chains as well. But cotton sells really well too. Like just base cotton, if we look, let me save again real quick. But I've kind of wanted to get into doing goats. I'm not going to lie. I love goats in real life. And I've thought about getting into goats. But let's get into prices real quick and show you guys cotton. So cotton sells pretty good. It sells for $2,494 per 1,000 liters. And that's just the raw cotton, right? That's not including all of the things cotton can be turned into. Which we actually get not just the spinnery, but also the rope maker can take cotton in this. So we could turn our cotton into rope. Now, I don't know which is going to... I mean, clothes would obviously make the most money, but that would require 2 more productions. We would need to buy the spinnery, and then we would need to buy the tailor, right, to make clothes. But if we go to... is it rope? It's not up here. These are fruit types. We want to go down, so we want to go to rope. Like, if we were to get into rope, rope sells for $9,804 per 1,000 liters. That's crazy. 11,000 at the playground. Of course, that's not going to last that long, but that's crazy. And it doesn't fluctuate that much. Rope's price is pretty stable. The bottom looks like 9,300, top is 9,800. That's $500 per 1,000 liters. Don't get it twisted. That's still a lot. But in the grand scheme of things, that's still kind of crazy. But the other thing is, like, if we got into the tailor, obviously you have... Tailor makes fabric, right? So if we look at the fabric, how much is fabric in this... So fabric's selling for a lot too. Fabric sells for $9,500. Okay. And then what does the clothes sell like then? Good Lord. The clothes are $19,000 in this? Dude, we're getting into cotton. I'm getting into cotton, boys. We're going to do it. Maybe not this year, but we're going to be getting into cotton. Holy crap. We are getting into cotton, boys. I can assure you that. Oh, come on, Jess. Let me have this. Let me have this one thing, Jess. How much is the machinery? Did they like give us any new machines for it? Let's go harvesters. It would be a specialty harvester, I would believe, but we'll check. Yeah, I think it's going to be under specialty. Yeah, special crops. Cotton harvesters. There they are. So yeah, still the same old, same old. Here you got the round bales, you got the square bales. Obviously, I prefer the square bales. Both still only have a 6-meter working width, though. I think we're getting into cotton. Buy field 24 and turn it into cotton? I mean, we can't buy field 24 anytime soon. That's $500,000, I think. Like, legitimately, field 24 is like $500,000, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's almost $600,000. But yeah, that'll definitely be something we start to pivot towards, is getting into cotton, I think. I think we are going full cotton production. Lord have mercy. I had no idea they jacked up the prices of cotton on everything. Holy moly. That is crazy. All right, now for other planting, constructions. What kind of production chains we got for cotton? Like we probably have a cheaper thing, right? Like we have flour crusher, sugar mill. This is a mod, by the way. Sugar mill, tailor. We have a small tailor shop. Oh my god. It requires fabric, but good god. All right, spinnery. There's a small spinnery too. So for $70,000, $72,000, we have cotton turned into freaking clothing. Not at a huge like pace, but we would have it. That's crazy. I knew they had the oil mill. I wish it would tell you like the cycles per month on these. You know what I mean? Like, I wish it would tell you what the cycles per month, so that you knew the difference between the small stuff and the larger stuff. Because I know that they have, like, this spinnery here is $180,000. The rope maker, $300,000. But I know there's a rope maker already on the map over yonder. But still, that is something I'm definitely getting into. What about the other northern field? This is the one that I'm planting right here. This is the one. Like, we're already planting. Well, I mean, I technically could turn this into cotton right now. I mean, that is something we could do. Like, we could do that right now. Like, we could plant this as cotton. Wait, no, we can't, because that would have to wait till next year, wouldn't it? Because I think cotton plants early in the year, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, it would have to be next year. Cotton goes in March, yeah. That's what I thought. And February. February and March. So if we wanted to harvest it in October, we'd need to plant it in February. So yeah. So next year, we'll pivot over and start doing cotton. I think that will make a lot of sense. But for now, soybeans. All the soybeans. All right. You just finished. Let's go ahead and take this thing. Almost sideswipe a freaking SUV. I am going to be a cotton farming fool. We are going to make all the money. The only downside of cotton really is the fact that the working width of the harvesters is terrible. So if you start to get a large enough cotton production, you basically are going to be spending a gajillion dollars on just harvesters alone. Now, you could rent them. You could lease them, which is fair, I guess, if that's what you want to do. But, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of leasing all the time. Now, if we lease, like, the first year or whatever, and then we try to buy, like, maybe we get away with that. But otherwise, I'm not a huge fan of the whole leasing if you're just leasing all the time. You're going to do wool. Nice. Now, the thing is, like, when I was talking about goats earlier, by the way, I was thinking about, like, goats. Like, we have pasture area, right? Like, we could absolutely put goats or sheep on this giant area right up here. Turn this whole top, when we buy it, turn this whole top into, like, a cotton, or not a cotton, cotton's on the mind now. It's over. Turn this whole area, because I've already told you that I plan on buying all of this. I'm not buying this because I want to leave this. This is cute. Everything else is going to get bought at some point, right? We are going to buy all of this. And then I'm going to get rid of the fence that separates this section right here. We're going to get rid of that picket fence and then combine all of these fields into one gigantic field. And I'm thinking a pasture, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Turn that into one giant pasture for like sheep. Make it a grass field. Turn it into like a pasture for sheep or goats. I think it'd be so much fun. Because I want to get it. I want to try goats out. We've never actually had goats. This is the first year that goats have been a thing. I did sheep in the previous, with chickens in the previous. And as far as I know, sheep and goats really only need water and grass, right? Wintertime, they would need hay. So we could potentially do like a smaller pasture. Say like we combine, like we could combine all of these into like a big animal pasture, right? And then have this as like our grassland, so that we could have hay or whatever for these. Or we could combine this top section as a grass field, and then have this section as the sheep or goats or whatever. Or vice versa. We could have this section combined as the sheep/goats pen, and then have this section as a grass field to supply, you know, hay or grass to our sheep. All things that I'm considering. But I have plans. And that was the other thing. Goat milk makes a decent amount of money too. And I don't know exactly how they do the goat milk, if it comes out on pallets or if it comes out as something you have to use a tanker to get rid of, like the cows do. Like if you want to get milk from your cattle, it stores it in the building, and then you simply grab it with the tanker and haul it away. I don't know how goat's milk works in this, but I don't know if you can get rid of it. I would imagine you can. I would imagine you can. I know some things are restricted, but I would imagine if you buy the property that the fence is on, that you would be able to get rid of it. I mean, worst case scenario, like I said, the fence only goes... Let me show you guys the fence I'm talking about. The fence only goes through here. So worst case scenario, even if I'm not able to get rid of this fence, I can turn this into like a grassland, which is a pretty good sized grass field, and then turn this into like our pasture area, right? So it's not the end of the world if I can't get rid of that, but I wouldn't mind getting rid of that fence. What up, John? Appreciate you dropping in. Thank you for the happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well. All right, we're almost done cultivating. Then we'll take this thing back down, grab the sprayer, and we should be able... Or do we grab the roller? I think we grab the roller first. And we do the spraying last. So much work to be done when planting season rolls around, man. So much work. Planting season's always the one thing that takes the longest. Harvesting doesn't take that long, especially now. I say that. Harvesting still takes about an hour, real time. But But yeah, if this is going to be our last year's harvest of grain slash soybeans, um, how do we want to do this? Like, how much would it cost to rent a harvester that would make that a little bit easier on the big header? We could sell the harvester we currently have. We wouldn't get much out of it. Because I want to use the bigger header for this year's harvest. Either way, we got a lot of planning that we have done in my head. So, it's a lot to live up to. Selling it will pay for a lease on the new one. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when we sell it, we can pay for the lease of the new harvester for the 1 year, because it's only going to be a 1 year deal. We harvest a couple of fields, or harvest all of our fields, get that done, and then we'll be good to go. Because like I said, we already have the planter that's capable of planting cotton, so that's not an issue. And then we would have to lease the harvester, and leasing a cotton harvester is probably going to be expensive, because that's $500,000. So that's, what, $50,000 lease? So I think it's 10% of the cost. I could be wrong, though. Alright, so that is that. We need the roller now. I just looked at it, and I drove right past it, and I still was like, where's the roller at? Dum-dum. But yeah, we are 100% going into cotton next year. I feel like we're at a good place. We got enough land to make it worth it. Look at this gigantic roller, Jess. Don't you just love it? Autobots, roll out! Did you get it? Look at this thing. It's amazing. I'm rolling 2 fields at the same time, Jess. Let's go on steering assist. Alright, here we go. Go, little Valtra, go! That is ridiculous looking. Can't even look at it all. You can't even look at it all, man. This is how you look like a professional farmer when you roll out something this massive to do your fields. Everybody will be impressed. They'll be like, oh my god, look at this guy. He's making all the money. I think I can freehand this last section, right? Even I would struggle to screw this up. Just not quite enough working with. Almost. Almost enough working with. Am I rotating my crops? No. That's not a thing in the game that is necessary, so it's not something I'm doing. Well, that sign looks like it's about to get yeeted, doesn't it? What up, Liverpool? How's it going? Matt, good to see you. I see what you posted, Jess. I see what you posted. This is not a small tractor, by the way. Jess gets a new hair color and she's back to being just naughty all the time. Just all the time. That one spot in the middle is going to be annoying, isn't it? Dang it. I refuse to let you get away with this. Really? There we go. That'll teach that little spot. I'm on voucher poll. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It looks dinky compared to your 715. I mean, it's not a small tractor. This thing has like 400 horsepower. It's a medium-sized tractor, which is pretty large. Like I said, you just got to look at the implement that it's pulling. The implement is massive. That's why the tractor looks so tiny. But it's a pretty good sized tractor. Also, they ran out of seed. It's alright though. Finding a place to park this thing that's out of the way. Kind of annoying. Alright. Let's go get some seed. What up, Moore? How's it going? I just realized this is going to be a pain in the neck when it comes to doing that top field, because we're going to be so far away from our seed thing. Oh, come on. I'm out of your way, for God's sakes. Any other time you guys don't mind plowing through like crazy people? Alright, let's go get the sprayer and start spraying for weeds. Should be able to do that now. We are going to need some herbicides, so might as well. I think we can get through one field. Maybe. Am I able to put mustard seeds? She was watching Modern Marvel, and they take mustard seeds and grind them into mustard. $500 million business? No, you can't do mustard, unfortunately. But welcome. Any John Denver song tonight? No, my voice is still recovering, man. I streamed this morning on Legends. ended up making up an opera song. It was actually a little bit of a funny song where I made it up on the like ad lib style, but it was basically "O Come All Ye Faithful," my rendition of it. It's pretty funny. If you haven't seen that little short that I uploaded, highly recommend it. Also recorded the actual song "O Come All Ye Faithful" today. After I finished my stream, I was like, I kind of feel like recording a song, so I did. Ended up singing it and recording it. Sounded pretty good too, shockingly. I think I'm getting better at the whole singing thing. Not gonna lie, I kind of regret putting that there. I was like, I was gonna get off of this freaking thing and go try to like grab that thing and move it by hand. Yeah, let me know how that works out for you, dum-dum. I guess I'll just park this in the middle of the field at this moment. Just park it out here for the time being. Actually, better go a little bit deeper. Because that guy's going to be doing his freaking headlands pass, and then he'll get stuck and be like, oh, I don't know what I should do. But we'll be using this on this field anyway, so. It's all about trying to get as much done as humanly possible. Just hoping we can finish this field. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. Yeah. Unfortunate. Alright, let's go get another tote. He's still working. You made 400,000 liters of corn? How? That seems like a lot of corn. I know you said that you like combined those into one field, but that seems like an awful lot of corn. All right. Um, we will fill this thing up. think it holds 2,000. Oh, it's 1,200. And I know that is 2,000 liters. So there's going to be 800 liters left. So you get almost 2 full tanks out of this. I thought you said you did like soy and corn on like, you did corn on like one field and soy on the rest. Maybe I just misheard it. Still, it's pretty crazy. That's a lot of corn. Let's drop this here for the time being. No, I screwed up. I'm an idiot. Just wasted so much spray there because of it. Such an idiot. I'm an idiot. Alright, let's go for this first. Gotcha. Well, it sounds like you got a lot of field area for sure. Like I said, I think we had a total of about see, that bottom section's about 13.5 acres. Then that's 3.5. This is another 5, so that's like 8.5. So that would be like 21.5 acres, and then the top field, I believe, is another 13 acres. Gotta hate how everything saves all the time. So if we go up here to the top field, this is, yeah, another 13.25 acres. So that puts us right around 32 to 34 acres total. Somewhere in that neighborhood of actual farm fields. So not bad. We're getting there, slowly. There we go. What up, Pete? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. So far, I'm enjoying it, Matt. It's a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. I don't remember how much time we've put in already. I mean, it's a lot. I'm at 65.5 hours total game time so far that I've played. Most of that has been on stream for you guys. So I enjoy it. Are you on easy difficulty, or are you just doing everything with big fields from the start? Because we had a pretty small field to start with. Again, my favorite part of this is starting small and working my way up. That's why we chose a property that had a small field to start with, and it's taken us time to build everything up. Plus, we've been spending a lot of money building the house as well. So, didn't do the best like job min-maxing at the beginning if we were going for like speed run strats. Well, Matt, like I was telling a lot of people, like there was a lot of early bugs. There still is a lot of bugs in the game, so waiting a little while isn't a bad thing here. Plus, you're going to give yourself time to get into the game when they actually have mod support and stuff active. Right now, we're just starting to get some mods into the game, but they're kind of trickling in slowly. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with waiting to get into it at all. All right, let's put this right here for the time being. We'll go pick up the roller. He's about done. Take us to the other end of the field. Looks like he should be finishing up. How long till we get precision farming? No idea yet, casual. I'm sure they'll bring it back. It was a giant software free DLC. So, I'm sure it'll be here eventually. Alright, this field is officially planted. We're going to go ahead and take this thing up to the top field. Fill this thing up with seed again. Now we are going to end up needing even more seed at some point. I don't remember. I know lime is here, and I think it's fertilizer actually. Okay, the other bag is lime. So when we go to lime, I'll have to try to use that up. We'll get this thing over there to the other field. Get it planting. I'll tell you what. If I had any money, I would totally end up building one of those freaking silos at this back field, just so that I didn't have to drive as far. It's $2,500, I think, to build one of those. Hopefully this thing fits through this gate. I didn't think about that. I think I'm going to have to fold it up. Yeah. I think we'll have to pull it in trailer mode real quick. Hook up to her. Fold her up. Let her go. And then we get back to rolling. Alright, Jess, appreciate you. You have a good night. And again, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well. Yeah. I mean, precision farming definitely has a nice little place in the game. For sure. We may not be the biggest farmer in the community, but by God, we have a good time. Just waiting to harvest at 50 meters. It's only 15.8 meters. But yeah. What up, Quake? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. What is the purpose of liming and rolling the fields? Well, liming in reality lowers the pH of the soil, which improves your yield. And then, of course, rolling in this game uh, is an improving of the yield. That's all it does. But in reality, rolling the field after you plant it protects your seeds, essentially. You're burying the seeds in the soil. But I think rolling gets you an extra 3% or something like that when it comes to your total yield. Oh, yeah. Dude, that was fun, man. Getting those mods late that helped us like improve our efficiency, like the crazy harvester, the crazy like trailer capacities and stuff. That was so good. Because we were doing some serious amounts of farming there at the end. So imagine how long it would have took to do those sugarcane fields and stuff like that, man. But yeah, as soon as they come up with the Colossus Harvester, you know for a fact I'll be using that thing. Thing was amazing. Welcome to the stream, Cal. Appreciate you dropping in. Also, Captain Brian, how's it going? We went with the sunflower field. We've got the very top field. It's going to take a save, but I'll show you guys real quick. So we ended up buying this plant or this field up here. So it's 13 and a quarter acres. So it's a nice addition to our farm. Basically, that field is about the same size as all three of these fields put together. Another 12-hour stream? No, no. This is going to be a relatively short stream because I already streamed once for like 2 hours today. So it's going to be a relatively short stream. Oh, I mean, probably. Just harvesting that alone would have taken forever. Because it's not even that the harvesting is that bad. Because you can use a forage harvester to harvest it. It's the having to transport the amount that you get. Like, we would have had to dump it like every 5 seconds. It would have taken literal days, I think. I think it would have literally taken days. No, I'm not streaming tomorrow on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be at my sister's house, with my nieces, my nephew, my sister, and her husband, and my dad. Let me just do a quick circle real quick, just to knock this little chunk out that's all by itself. And then we'll spin around and get back on track. There we go. Exactly, Cap Brian. You gotta enjoy some time with family, because you never know how long you'll be able to. You know what I mean? Life is too short to not enjoy some time with family. That's why I don't like when families get into like petty squabbles and stuff and then hold on to that shit. Like, I have a lot of family members that just hold on to so much pettiness towards one another, and it's just like, life's too short, man. At the end of the day, you're family. Like, that should mean something, you know? Thor coming in with the $5 Canadian bomb. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate you. Have extra pie for us Canadians. Yeah, I know you guys have your Thanksgiving like a month ahead of us. But appreciate you, my dude. I will be thinking about you tomorrow. How about that? Not gonna lie, I kind of hate the fact that it's got that little zigzag in it. But I'm definitely gonna have to go back over that. Otherwise it'll drive me crazy. Ah, probably not. I'll leave it. And I get it, trust me. I've been through a lot of crap myself. I totally understand, but like I said, like there are some things that people hold on to for way longer. Like an abusive situation, like that's a whole different ballgame, right? Like I'm never gonna tell somebody what they should or shouldn't do. But what I will say is that a lot of people end up hating each other. A lot of families end up hating each other for stupid ass reasons, and then they take that shit to the grave. And it's like, why let yourselves get to that point where you're that miserable? You know what I mean? Like, just own up to your mistakes, forgive each other because you're family, and move on. But people do, man. They hold on to that stuff forever. And then they harbor the most petty grievances against one another. It's just like, dude, how do you guys live? It's crazy to me. And again, like I said, I'm not talking about abuse and stuff like that. Like, that's a whole other story, right? Like, that's legitimate, like, a legitimate thing, legitimate problems. I'm talking about, like, the petty family squabble stuff, you know? That drives me crazy. Nothing petty about somebody abusing somebody. Trust me. I am well aware of that. Alright. So the field is done rolling. I know we missed that one little spot, but I'm not crazy concerned with that little tiny spot. It's not going to amount to anything, really. But we're going to go over here. We're going to grab our sprayer, spray that field. let AI start on that. We'll check in on this guy. How you doing, mister? Doing good over here? I say mister, it's Mrs. again. Yeah, my dad's getting up there in age too, man. I totally get it. My mom passed away when she was 51 in 2016, back when I first started my channel. So, I get it. But I think a lot of people just, they hold on to stuff for so long that they forget why they were even mad at each other to begin with. You know what I mean? At some point, the idea of being upset with somebody, even if you had a valid reason, like at some point, if you can't remember why you were upset with them, then why are you still upset with them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like, even with, like, I know we're not family, but Peak, Let 'em Peak was like a brother to me, right? Like, we gamed together. We did a lot of different things together in terms of video gaming over the few years that we knew each other. And dude was like a legitimate brother to me. Which is why when me and him ended up going our separate ways in the way that we did, it hurt, man. It still sucks. Like, I miss gaming with him. But, again, you can't keep that kind of toxicity in your life either. Right? At some point, eventually, you gotta cut ties with the problem. If they're not gonna change, you gotta. But that doesn't mean you gotta stay mad at somebody. Like, if Peak were to message me and say, "Hey, dude, look, I was fucked up at the time. I don't want to, keep this, hard feelings or anything like that." If he apologized to me for the shit that he said, like, I'd be good with it. But that'll never happen. Like, he's too arrogant for that, most likely. But like, that's one of the worst things that I've actually done in terms of like legit friends that I had in my life that I legitimately regret how things ended up. Because, like, there was no reason for it. He just went off the freaking handle. And it's just like, dude, if you can't tell why what you just said is so fucked up, then we move on from here. I don't harbor any ill feelings towards the man. I was angry for a while. He was probably still angry. Who knows? But yeah, like, it just, there's no reason to stay angry. Otherwise, you're just gonna be miserable all the time, right? Like, you gotta learn to let some things go. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that everything needs to be let go, but you can't let it dictate your life. You know what I mean? Your mom passed at 65. What up, Yamato? How's it going? Just got a six kill game in Legends. Nice. Yep, we just ran out of seeds again. Dagnabbit. Hopefully we got enough seeds to finish this field when we go back. Is what I'm saying. Like, if I had the money, I would absolutely get one of those silos and put a little bit closer. Because having to drive all the way back over to the farm just to get seeds is a bit rough. It's a bit rough, man. But we do what we gotta do. Gives us a chance to yeet ourselves over the hill at maximum speed. I hope there's nothing below us. There's our silo. Yeet! Oh god. Yep, we hit a tree. Hit another tree. Yeah, it went pretty well, I think. All things considered. Alright. Back up we go. Just a quick little pit stop to get seeds and fertilizer. Yeehaw! Oh, it didn't ramp. I totally underestimated the speed that we were going. Or overestimated the speed we were going. Thought we were about to jump. There was no yumping. No yumping! I gotta say, despite all of the craziness, we have actually gotten this planting season pretty much wrapped up a lot quicker than I thought we were going to, given the size of our machinery, or size of our implements, and how much land we actually have. Like, I'm pretty happy with how quickly we're able to get things somewhat caught up. What in the world are you doing? I don't want to look. What up, Hanzo? Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping by, my dude. Hope you're having a good evening. Also, I'm so sorry, Thor. I did not mean to miss your dono, my dude. $20 bomb out of nowhere. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my thing. So sorry about that, Thor. I feel like a jerk now. Right? The 5,000 horsepower freaking John Deere. That was a lot of fun, man. Oh, I'm sure that sort of stuff is going to make a trip back again. Like, I'm sure they'll bring that sort of stuff back. Okay, so the AI did end up fixing it, so that's good news. I thought they were going to leave it. Yeah, so it's fixed. See all these little spots? Like, I don't get it. These spots are in literally every field. Just seems like somebody took a stamper and stamped everywhere, like every field. Weird. As long as we get through planting season and still have a little bit of money in the bank, we're going to be just fine. And then we'll do our harvesting season as in the next episode, as we get ready to pivot from soybeans over to cotton. Just pulled the Alaska beef from a crate for free. Nice. Congrats. Alaska's a great ship, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying that they're giving away legendary tier ships for free, but at the same time, it's like whatever. At this point, legendary tier is so screwed up anyway, it's not gonna hurt. But It is kind of crazy. Also, I think I just found out who in the world has the craziest Xbox controller that I'm aware of. And that is going to be Dirty Mike. Dirty Mike just posted a picture of his Xbox controller in the CC Discord. It is literally like a wood grain finish. It's not actually wood, but it's a wood grain finish controller, and the joysticks look to be like the butt of a like a 50 caliber shell or 50 caliber bullet. You know, like a bullet casing where the primer meets the back of the casing. It's pretty legit. And then he's got like gold freaking D-pad and buttons. But yeah, his two joysticks are gonna be like freaking casings from a rifle. Then he's got the two little, or the little buttons, the A, B, X, Y buttons. They are like little 22 long rifle cartridges, like the butt of them. Then of course the D-pad and the oh, I guess they're camo. I thought they were gold. But the D-pad and the start and menu button, and then the top triggers and bumpers are all like a desert / woodland camo. It's kind of cool. What up, Legendary? How's it going? Long-term goal, own the whole town. I don't know if we're going to ever get to that point, but I figure we will know when the series is over, right? Like, I don't have any definite ending. It's just mainly that we're just playing to play at this point. And then when we get to a point where we're satisfied with how the farm has progressed, we'll call it. I didn't set up a challenge. Given that it's my first playthrough for this game, I just wanted to kind of jump in and play it. What up, Laytanta? Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in as well. First the town, then the world. Looking forward to the rice fields. I hope you enjoy, man. I've thought about doing rice too, but like the only place that I really have, like this is one of the only fields that I have that's flat. So like this field would potentially be a potential rice field, but we're going to be turning to cotton. Cotton is where it's at. That's the future of Ataloss farms. We are going to be a cotton harvesting fool. Apparently we're out of spray, sadly. I know there ain't much spray left in the old container over here. But we'll grab what we can. Okay. Go to the store, grab another container. What up, Jonathan Z? How's it going? I streamed Legends this morning, brother. I have a 2-hour live stream that I did this morning. Sorry about that. I got a spot in my throat starting to like get all scratchy. I'm gonna need to get a drink of water here in a second. Yeah, I literally streamed Legends for like 2 hours this morning. It's a pretty good stream. It's pretty funny too. Highly recommend. If you haven't checked it out, it is funny as hell. I was in a pretty good mood for the stream, so we were having a good time. Even if things didn't go the way that we were planning, it was still a lot of fun. We had some good times. Legendary tier is sadness. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. Dude, every game's a blowout at Legendary tier. Like, there's a lot of blowouts at all the tiers, but Legendary tier is just... You sit in queue for like a minute and a half, you finally get into a game, and then it's just not even a competitive match. Either you're on the giving side or the receiving side, but there's no, like, competitive, like, entertaining nothing. But we made it entertaining, didn't we? We made that last match entertaining. Oh, come, all ye carriers. Just a little tidbit. You know, little spoiler. No, I didn't report him. Probably should have, but no, I didn't. He was a turd waffle, but I don't know if that would technically be griefing. I mean, was he useless? Sure, but was it actually griefing? I mean, that's open for debate, so I'm not going to bother wargaming for that. Like, I'm going to save the reports for the, like, really egregious stuff. Oh, come, all ye now I'm going to have it stuck in my head. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. It's one of those songs that's so fun to sing, man. It's just, it allows you to kind of be kind of comical with the singing, but at the same time, like, just actually hitting the notes. Generally, griefing is something that is where somebody is actively trying to use the game physics to stop you. So, like he was doing with me with the ramming me with the destroyer, trying to keep me from being able to do my job. That is griefing, right? That is the textbook griefing. Um, but yeah, as far as like shooting somebody, spamming the dialogue wheel, and then not playing and then quitting the game, I don't know if that would be constituting griefing technically. So I'm not going to bother wargaming with it. Oh, come. Oh, now I need to come up with a new song is what I need to do. Lord have mercy. What in the... What are you doing, AI? That's already sprayed, man. You're fired. It's already sprayed, man. You're wasting my goddamn spray. This is a pretty big waste of the spray too, because I'm only spraying that little area on the end, as a matter of fact. Let's go to something like that width, see if that's enough. We'll just do it freehand style. Can we shut down another zone? Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Just like that. I hate wasting. Especially when we ain't got no money. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Rise the Lord. Sing choirs of angels, sing in exaltation. Sing, all ye citizens of heaven. Dude, I'm telling you, that's just a fun song to sing. Like, legitimately. Like, that's just a fun song to sing. Makes you sound like a freaking opera singer when you're singing it. What up, Jeremy? How's it going? Just got the Iowa. Congrats, my dude. Hope you enjoy her. She's a good ship. Also, Bob, good to see you, man. Carol of the Bells. Oh God, I haven't heard that song in a long time. Does it even have any lyrics? Like, it's just bells, right? Like, am I crazy? I don't think it even has lyrics, does it? Maybe I'm wrong. What up, Chris? How's it going? They seem extra special today. Nah, they're just extra special every day. I am hooked on that song. It's a good song, but it's also just like really fun to sing. And I have a voice that actually can hit those notes. Like, I'm a baritone, man. That song is right up my alley. It allows me to hit some of the higher notes and some of the low notes. It's a fun one to sing, man. Now the real question is, wait, we don't need to fold it because we got to do the top section. I forgot we got to do the top section, dum-dum. That's what I thought. I was trying to think of it. You're in Western Ohio? Nice. It is that time of year. We're starting to get to the Christmas song time of the year. So it kind of fits, don't it? What other good songs can we do? Take this with us to the top. Even though I'm pretty confident we're going to need to get a full tote. As a matter of fact, I'm so confident we're going to need another tote of this for that top field that I think I'm going to actually drop this over here and go back and get a brand new tote and bring the brand new tote up with us. What's a good Iowa build? I mean, anything really. I usually use just regular old William Sims with Paolo DeRevel and Andrew Cunningham as my inspirations. Just a regular old accuracy build, nothing crazy. But yeah, that's what I use. Some people say a man is made out of mud, but an old man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bones, a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal. The straw man says, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons. And what do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning in the drizzling rain. A fighting and trouble are my middle name. Got one fist of iron, the other steel. If the right don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. Say, Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Get the Schlieffen in the bureau. Now starts the grind for the Prince Heinrich. Nice. The German battle cruisers are actually pretty good. The Zeton will surprise you how good it can be. Obviously, only having one gun on the front, you have to learn to use it a little bit differently than a lot of your battleships. But she's a good ship. Like, you're not gonna be disappointed. And Heinrich isn't bad either. And Heinrich is the first one to get torpedoes, if I remember correctly, at tier 6. So I think you're going to enjoy it. Like, I truly enjoy the German battle cruisers. Like, they're a lot of fun. I don't really care for the rest of the battleships for the Germans, but the German battle cruisers are a lot of fun. Silent night, holy night. Which version of Silent Night do you like the most, though? Like, do you like a higher Silent Night or a lower Silent Night? Like, it's one of those songs that you can drop an octave on it and still be able to sing it. Like, if you sing it at the normal Silent Night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Or you could start at the low side and be like, silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. I can't go any lower than that though. Like, that's why I always start at the higher side, because I can't go all the way to the bottom. Like that, I'm a baritone, right? So I can do some high, I can do some low. I can't go extremely high and I can't go extremely low. Like I'm stuck in the middle. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. See what I mean? That's the baritone version. That's me right there. Like I can hit the higher notes there. I can hit the lower notes there. If I start too high, can't hit them. If I start too low, can't hit them. I gotta be like right in the middle. Let's get the roller up and get to the top field. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. See, that's another one of those like opera style Christian Christmas songs. gotta go full bore into it, right? How much is his eaten? Yeah, every tier of 7 is 18 million silver, dude. All of them. Unless, of course, you're in a fleet, it reduces the price then. But yeah, the base price of a tier 7 is 18 million. And I think it goes to 23 million for a tier 8. Right. Should wait till December 1st. I mean, literally, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so it's not the worst. But that is pretty funny. You want Bing Crosby? Trying to think of some good Bing Crosby other than like White Christmas. Obviously, White Christmas is the one that pops into mind for Bing Crosby on Christmas. Or, I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. This evening has been so nice and warm. Look out the window at that storm. I know you're not allowed to say that song anymore, apparently. It's no good for you. Whatever. I get so tired of everybody trying to cancel everything. It gets ridiculous. Well, he's trying to get her drunk so she stays. Shut up. You act like she wasn't, like, trying to stay anyway. Like, it'd be different if he's like, you really can't go, but I have to. The answer is no, but I have to. I've already locked you in the closet. Like, that'd be a whole different story. Like, that's what they're trying to insinuate. But in reality, it's just a couple that's having a good evening. And they both sharing some drinks, and rather than going home in the storm, they're going to stay home. Like, what's so wrong with that? People just get too eager to cancel things nowadays, man. I mean, good God, they canceled Aunt Jemima, for God's sakes. Like, how bad you gotta be to cancel Aunt Jemima? Try to think of some good old-fashioned Bing Crosby that isn't a Christmas song, though. We've got some good ones. We've got, like, you guys ever heard the song Pennies from Heaven? You guys ever heard that one? A long time ago, million years BC, the best things in life were absolutely free. But no one appreciated a sky that was always blue. And no one congratulated a moon that was always new. So it was planned that they would vanish now and then, and you must pay before you get them back again. That's what storms were made for, and you shouldn't be afraid, for every time it rains, pennies from heaven. He gets real smooth right there all of a sudden. Like, it's funny how the song starts, but Bing Crosby gets real smooth in certain parts, and it's just like, damn. Like, he went extra. He went all extra on this one spot. It's like, and you shouldn't be afraid, for every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Like, I love Bing Crosby, man. Dude gets so into it every time. Like, every time you hear the man sing, like, he gets so smooth in some parts of the song that, like, just blows you away. Yeah, I'm not Bing Crosby, but it is pretty funny. What up, Gregory? How's it going? Coming in swinging. First thing in chat is like, nah, don't quit your day job. Thanks, Greg. Thanks! What up, Yedem? How's it going? We can sing the Baby It's Cold Outside. I can sing both sides of the Baby It's Cold Outside. What are you talking about? I thought I did a pretty good job with the Baby It's Cold Outside. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. But baby, it's cold outside. The evening has been so very nice. I'm a dork, man. I don't know why y'all put up with me. LaDon coming in with a $20 bomb. Thank you so much, my dude. I think that is official. You guys have crossed the threshold to turn off the ads for the rest of the stream. I mean, the stream's almost over anyway, but it was pretty funny. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys are awesome. What else do we have? We have, I like some Frank Sinatra, though, man. I do. I love... Let's try that again. La 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 la. Let's get some songs in my head. Because my brain is starting to shut off. Lord have mercy. You know you're starting to struggle when you can't say basic things on stream anymore. You get tongue-tied and everything goes crazy. I Did It My Way. Yeah, that's a great Frank Sinatra song. It's a great Frank Sinatra song. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, for which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step on the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there were doubts, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I grew tall. I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried. I had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as fears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels. Yeah, my voice is gone, guys. I can't hit those notes anymore. My voice is so toast. I'm done. I can't. I can't hit it. Like normally I would be able to keep up with that song, but with my voice being as flat as it is right now, there's no way. There's no way. No ads. You came here for the ads, right? Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you guys. What? What are these guys doing? All right, let's go ahead and get this started. While he's doing that, we'll get this turned back to the house. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. See, I can sing some Frank Sinatra, but yeah, there's certain parts that I struggle with once my voice starts to struggle. It'll fix my voice. Yeah, that assumes that I have lemon juice and honey in my house at this moment, and that is not a thing. That is not a thing, unfortunately. What up, Broken Mouse? Good to see you. You need to make a list for me and Jess of what? A list of what? Songs for us to sing? You think Jess can hang with me when it comes to singing? I love Jess, but not a chance. That's like everybody the other day. I was in it wasn't Metas. It was me in PG Rapids stream. Aaron was in the stream as well. We're just in there chit-chatting in the chat. And somebody brought up the fact that who would be winning a singing contest between me, Aaron, and PG. I'm like, that is the one competition that I am not even afraid of winning. Like, I know I'm winning that competition. Like, no offense to either of those two guys, but I've never heard either of those guys really sing. PG will kind of diddle here and there when it comes to singing, but no. Like, if it's a singing contest, I'm confident I will win that every time. And I'm not even a good singer. But I sing a lot. I enjoy singing. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, if somebody mentioned, and it's like, you gotta be joking. Like, there is one thing that you could put in a competition between me, Aaron, and PG. That is the one thing that I feel very confident I could win. I don't think Aaron sings, no. I don't even think he knows what a song is. What up, Jordan? How's it going? First update was a lot of patch notes, man. There was a lot of patch notes. They fixed a lot of stuff. They made it to where you now spawn in at your house when you first load in, if you've bought a new house. So you will spawn at your house now. They fixed it so that you could play with the dog in terms of petting the dog. Let's go up and say hi to Daisy. I'll show you guys that real quick. They fixed that bug. I don't know if they actually fixed the bug where we can throw the ball. I'm going to try that too while we're at it. Because that was a thing that was not working either. But let me get up here and feed Daisy and see if we can get her to come back. Where is the ball? It's usually sitting up here. Am I crazy? Are you crazy? I'm just plain stupid. Stupid is as stupid does, man. There's Daisy. Look at Daisy. She's such a good puppers. She's such a good puppers. Alright, where is the green ball? Like, I feel like the ball has run away. Is it in the grass somewhere? Because I can't see. That's a tree. That's filling the bowl. I think the ball may have spawned in underground. Or something. Because I thought it's usually like back here. I don't know. Maybe we'll see it next time. I was going to test the ball out. Oh well. Anyway. The trees, I did not see anything in the patch notes about the trees being fixed. I tried to ask and never got a response, so I'm just going to assume the trees have not been fixed yet. But they did fix a lot of things. Aaron in chat thinks he can sing better than me, huh? Well, I've never heard you sing, so I have no idea. Like I said, I'm not a good singer. I know this. I just enjoy singing a lot because I love music. So there's that. But I'm far from a terrible singer. I also know that. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Broken Mouse. Well, I probably would be able to complete a billionaire challenge on this, but that's not actually something I'm doing actively currently. Right now, we're just playing to play the game and have a good time. Yeah, when we first put down the doghouse and it rolled into the road. And that's probably what happened again, to be perfectly honest. Boy, this is going to be a lot of soybeans, guys. This is another 13 and a half acres, or 13 and a quarter acres of soybeans that we're planting. It's going to be a good one. Should lead to a pretty solid harvest. One thing I didn't consider is the fact that we are going to have to fertilize this again. So, once we get this planted and sprayed and everything, we go forward a month, I'm probably going to end it. I kind of want to sell my soybeans, so. But I also kind of want to end the stream. I guess we'll have to sell the soybeans in the next episode after we fertilize all of our fields in the next episode, because it will take some time to fertilize. It doesn't take that long. It's 48 meter working width, but still. Longer than I want to be streaming. You're going to donate to my PayPal closer to Christmas? I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I never tell people to donate to my PayPal. I leave the link in the description for those who are interested in doing so. But the PayPal is the way that I get all of the money directly. So, like, if you're able to donate on YouTube, I only get like 66% of that or 60% of that or something like that. Whereas, obviously, through PayPal, I get the entire thing. But, yeah, I also understand why a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't have PayPal and stuff like that, which is fine as well. But just an extra thing for folks if they're interested in doing it. But I do appreciate you guys. You guys know that. And like I said, I always tell people, like, don't ever put yourself in a bad way just to help me out. Like, trust me. I appreciate everybody that is able to donate, but I always try to let people know, like, don't ever put yourself in a bad place to donate to me. Like, there are plenty of people out there that donate regularly that have the ability to, and that's fine. Like, there's no reason for somebody to feel like they have to donate to me when they don't have much money themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like you can and you have the money, then so be it. But if you don't, please don't, because I feel bad when people donate and then I find out later that they're like, well, I'll see them type something in chat and I'm like, dude, if you don't have any money, don't donate, man. And then you see people say something in the chat too where they'll be like, well, I wish I could give more. It's like, don't give any. You're fine, dude. Or every little bit counts. Like, I don't care if it's a 99-cent dono, which I think is the lowest dono somebody can do, which is what I have all the memberships set at, or a $500 dono. Like, to me, I just appreciate everybody that comes in and hangs out with me, whether you're able to donate or you're not. Like, obviously, the people that are able to donate and help the channel out that way help me out personally a lot, because they are the ones that keep me able to do this for a living, right? Because otherwise, I would have to go back and work full-time job again, plus do my YouTube. And while I can do that, it just makes things a lot more difficult. So I appreciate everybody that helps the channel, whether it be liking, subscribing, sharing the videos, all those things. I have a lot of people that put on streams and stuff and just leave it on during while they're sleeping and stuff too, to bump up watch hours and stuff, and I appreciate all that. Like, you guys are awesome. You guys have always been so incredibly generous to me, and I can't thank you guys enough. Also, I officially know what these lines are now. They're tram lines. It's not just where you drive your tractor. But it's meant to be like tram lines. That would show you like how far apart your sprayer is and whatnot. What up, Sith? How's it going? Welcome back, Simpin. It's all good, dude. It's not preferable. I wonder how many Spartanisms are out there. One of these days, I'm going to have you guys make a list of Spartanisms, because I say a lot of stuff that people bring up all the time. Like, it's not preferable, but it's a thing. I used to say that all the time. And then people tell me about it, and then I, like, forget, like, I try not to say it, because I feel like I say things too often. But, like, there are a lot of Spartanisms, I feel. Obviously, you got the normal ones where it's like, you miss all the shots you don't take, even though that's not something that I technically came up with. That was something that I've heard and I repeat. But then you got the, of course, in true Spartan fashion, I got to leave them with just enough to get away. Like, there's a lot of Spartanisms. You're waiting for all your fields to be plowed? Like, you've actually got periodic plowing on? Lord have mercy. Screw that. I can't do periodic plowing, man. That would drive me bonkers. It would take forever to get anything done. Or are you talking about, like, just regular cultivating? If you turn periodic plowing off, you get you don't get charged the yield bonus. You know what I mean? Like, with periodic plowing off, they don't affect you negatively for not having the plowed state. Oh god, I made mistakes. Every time, dude. Okay. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Every time. All right, we are officially done with planting. The only thing we need to do left would, before harvest time would be to fertilize one more time. But that'll have to happen in the next episode because I am plumb tuckered out. I'm going to relax and get ready for bed because I'm going to have to get up early in the morning. I know it. I can feel it. I got a feeling. Woo-hoo. Oh, it's beautiful though, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. Let's go inside our house. Let's close the doors, man. I'm living in a barn out here. Got all my doors open like a dum-dum. Come on now. Close all the doors. Goodness, were you raised in a barn? Look at this. Every single door is open. Every one of them. Ridiculous. But I do like to come out here and just look at our fields. Everything's planted and ready to go. Beautiful thing. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for the past 3.5 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, in the next episode, we will be going through and fertilizing all of our fields, selling our soybeans from the last year, and we will be harvesting our soybeans from this year before we eventually start converting over to a cotton farm. So, if you like what I'm doing, punch a like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a great day.